I've been shopping, as you can tell, and I can't wait to share with you what I got for my classroom this year. I am going into my 21st year of teaching, which is insane to say. We're moving into a new building. I forgot to say who I was. I'm Rachel Vincent, if this is your first time watching. And like I said, I teach 4th grade in South Carolina. Just a quick disclaimer. One, I am so very fortunate enough in the state of South Carolina. We get teacher stipends, money for our classroom, but I have to keep receipts. We have to document it. My school district requires us to return in our receipts. So there are some rules and regulations that go along with that. So I try my very best to keep my state money with consumables or anything the students will touch. And then everything else I purchase. I will do my best to share with you where things are from, because this is all current, and where and what was state money and what I purchased myself. So without further ado, let's get started. These two bags right here are just crayons. I buy my students crayons for a couple of reasons. Most kids come with crayons, so I have extras just in case they don't come, because we like to use crayons. But mainly I like to buy them because they're 50 cents at Walmart. I like to give them as a gift for Christmas time, like sort of halfway through the year. Here's you a new box of crayons. This was with state money. Again, anything consumable or that the kids touch. Let's see what else I got. I bought some Clorox wipes. I have some in my classroom, but they're packed up, and I honestly am not sure if I labeled the box. I think I did, but when I go back in, it's gonna have I'm assuming everything's gonna be dusty from like construction dust and things like that since it's brand new. So I just wanted to make sure I had some readily available so I could clean things before I started unpacking my classroom. Plus, I figured if I don't use them all, I'll use them throughout the year, because you can always use Clorox wipes. All right, the next thing I got was just paper folders. I use this for Meet the Teacher Night and put a little label on it and put all of the information that parents need to take home. There's a lot of school stuff that they give us to send home, and then forms and different things I want to send home. So I like to just have it so the parent can grab and go. I was really hoping for yellow because I have some left over from last year, but they didn't have yellow. They had all the colors except yellow without the prongs, because without the prongs they're cheaper. These were 25 cents. I want to say they were 15 cents last year, so inflation really got me on these. I was not happy with that. Anyway, I got 26 of those. I went ahead and picked up a pack of sharpened pencils. Again, I know I have these packed away. I don't know if they're sharpened, and I just am worried I'm not gonna have time this year for a lot of like this little stuff. Normally I have students sharpen pencils at the end of the year and pack them away so they're ready to go, but with packing up my classroom at the end of the year, it just didn't get done. So I went ahead and just bought these, so we're ready for the first day of school on that. I found these cute little erasers. This was like $4.97 maybe. Anyway, these go in our class store, fun little erasers. And then someone on my Amazon video, I'll post that, things that I have purchased from Amazon that I love, that I use regularly. I talked about Marvelous tape, said that the frog tape works well on cinder block walls. So I'm gonna give this a try this year just to see. This is definitely more expensive than the blue painter's tape. So I went ahead and bought the blue because I will use this for like putting my letters up on bulletin boards and just hanging things to place it before I hot glue or permanently, well not permanently, but attach it to the wall. So I didn't want to use the expensive stuff unless I was using it to actually attach to the wall. The last thing I picked up with state money were composition notebooks. These are 50 cents at Walmart. I picked up 10 of them. These are on supply lists, but sometimes not every student brings them, or they might have only brought 2. I just like to have extra to give out when we start to put our notebooks together. Every kid can do it regardless. And I'm really sorry about the shadow, but there's just a lot going on. So the only thing I bought at Walmart with my personal money, one thing I wanted, one thing was a splurge. This cute little birthday puppy. He's so cute. So one of the incentives in my classroom is to have a stuffed animal, and they love like a stuffed animal pass they get to bring and have it on their desk for the day. So I thought it'd be fun that part of the birthday celebration is they get to have him with them all day. I used to have a birthday monster, as I called him, and he actually sang happy birthday, and kids loved him I had him for years and he eventually just wore out. Even replacing the batteries, he just wore out. So this one doesn't sing or anything, but I just thought this would be fun. One of the things I really enjoy doing for students on their birthday is something that's not like consumable that I have to replace every year. So I do give them a pencil. Well, I actually give them a lot, but I'm narrowing it down. I'm gonna give them a pencil and a piece of candy, but I like to give them like a little caddy of supplies that they get to use on their birthday. We hang a little sign up on the door, and then this will go with it this year. So I think that will be nice. And then the other thing I bought was a frame. I am going to put, found when my mom was unpacking, she found all of our old photos, and so I found a picture of myself in 4th grade. So I want to put the like Miss Vincent loving 4th grade since 1991 or something like that. I've created it. I just needed a frame to go in it. I'm going to hang that in the classroom. All right, that was all Walmart. I went to we have a school supply store near us, and so that's where I like to get my border from, just because I don't like it to be shipped because I worry about creases and things like that. So I got new border for my bulletin boards this year. And I went to Hobby Lobby and got a few things. And okay, so this is my bag. So I have to do separate purchases. We have to have clean receipts for our state money. So this is what I purchased for myself, or with my own money. I got a little thankful banner because it was on sale. I know it'll go 50% off, but I got it for 40% off to hang during Thanksgiving time because I have a cute Halloween one. And then I bought these cute little earrings, little crayon earrings. This was in the school section, or not the school section, but the like teacher section at Hobby Lobby, and that is 40% off right now. So I got those, and I purchased this. So I'm trying something different this year. You'll see when I go to Amazon, I do a desk calendar. I like to have it in front of me knowing what's going on. But one thing I don't like doing is writing down like test days, because a lot of times, like when we decide we're gonna give like our major math test or reading test, like those change often just because things come up or we feel like the kids aren't quite ready for it. Plus, we typically have our grade level meeting in somebody else's classroom, so I wanted something to write down, like just things on an actual calendar. Like I said, I don't put my testing dates on my desk calendar, but it would be nice to have it at a quick glance here. Plus, I could take this with me to like faculty meetings or grade level meetings with our principal and instructional coach, and and then transfer it to my desk calendar. So I'm trying this. This was only $3.99, but 40% off. So I'm gonna try that this year, see how that works. I don't do an actual planner because we do digital plans, and I just don't ever use them. Even though I want to buy one every year. Every year I want to, but I know I'm not gonna use it, so. Then I found these little smelly markers. I was gonna put that in my birthday supplies. And then I just bought some black cardstock. I bought the 12 by 12 and 8.5 by 11 to cut out letters on my Cricut for my walls. I will have a classroom prep where I start prepping a lot of the things that I'm going to be using in my classroom this year or hanging in my classroom. So that's coming out next week. So make sure you subscribe so that you can catch that video. Okay, Target. So I got a few things from the Target dollar spot. This I can use with state money. Wait, no, this stuff I'm not using with no Targets. I could, but I didn't do my receipts correctly. Anyway, I got this. This was an impulse purchase. I have an idea. I might do like the little Lucky Ducks, but I might not. I might put candy in it. So this, I just thought, I always want like a little container randomly sometimes throughout the year. And I thought, well, now I can have it. I bought a few of the little sensory things. I am going back and forth with whether or not to do a calm down corner in my classroom, but I'm not sure what my space is going to be like this year with it being a new classroom. Two, I don't want it to be like on the floor like I see a lot of primary ones, which I think would be fine. It's fine for primary. I just don't think 4th graders will want to go sit on the floor when they're frustrated. But I bought these in hopes that I will create that. And then I restocked on some of the square pocket charts or pockets. I use this for my cubbies and for my leadership class jobs. I've obviously had to take those down from my old classroom, and they're one-time use as far as their stickiness goes. So I restocked. I have some in the classroom, but I noticed they're kind of wrinkly because I've had them for years, so. And then I found this. I've actually, the little numbers on the clothespins, I've actually wanted this for some time. I wanted to use these for my waiting room where they pull this thing if I'm busy helping others and I can't help them at a time. I didn't actually use the waiting room last year. My students didn't need it last year, but I have had years of kids who need it. So this is one of those strategies that I only pull out when I need it. Bins, I bought bins at Target. I got another one of these. I have one of these in my classroom already that I use for student mailboxes. I file their papers to go home. I want to offer cursive writing as a early finisher task. Cursive is actually a standard, but nobody really teaches it because it's not a tested standard, which I hate. So I found on TPT, I'll link it below, a resource that has all the cursive letters along with videos. So it has like all the practice pages, but it has videos. So it's going to create, we have a penmanship Google Classroom that is offered to us because we technically have penmanship on our report cards. Again, no, everybody just checks. It's not a grade, it's like a letter. And I honestly don't even remember what the letter stands for. It's like an M or a P. Progressing and mastered maybe. Anyway, I was gonna, in Google, our Google Classroom penmanship, I was going to like create like all the different lessons that they can go through and take and practice. And it's not gonna be required, but it's gonna be offered. A lot of them I noticed, and I think maybe third grade last year taught them some cursive, maybe after testing or something. But a lot of them like would write their name in cursive and it was just not correct. And so that's going to be one thing. I found another resource where you can type all their names and it puts it in the cursive font so they can practice their name. So that's going to be part of it. Anyway, I wanted this to have file folders, which I got from Amazon, so I can sort all of the different cursive pages, and then they would use their Chromebooks to pull up the videos to watch. So that's what this is. It was $5 at Target. And then I bought these baskets. This is also from Target. I don't know what brand it is. It's not the Bright Room brand because I first found the Bright Room brand and they were $11, but they felt really cheap. And I was like, these are gonna break because kids are gonna access this. And then I found these further down the aisle. These are only $9. These will fit inside of a like cubby system. So I have a one of those long cubby things from IKEA. I've used it in my classroom library for the past several years, but I'm downsizing my classroom library. I know that sounds crazy, but my kids don't read more than half the books in the classroom library. So I'm gonna make it smaller this year and then rotate books. So I don't need this shelf anymore. So actually what I'm gonna do is take that shelf and put it under my Promethean board. And then I'm gonna put these, I got 4 of them, inside each of the cubbies. One's going to be for clipboards, one's gonna be for seasonal books, one's gonna be for whiteboards because we use our whiteboards at the carpet during math. And then the last one's going to be for markers and dry erase markers and erasers. So I got this that fits inside. I'm going to probably put the markers in here, but there's space in here for the erasers, or maybe erasers and just a few extra markers because they keep markers in their pouches. I don't know, but that's what that's for. So I'm excited about that. And then this was a total impulse buy. Like I wasn't looking for this. I wasn't gonna do it, but they were on clearance. So I got 2 of these pillows. They were only $5 and they are outdoor pillows. So the material is like, it feels like an umbrella. So I know I can clean it because this color worries me about how dirty it would get. So honestly, if it only lasts a year, they were $5. I bought 2 of these. And then I found this cute little one, also $5. It matches same color green. I'm gonna put this in my little chair that I sit in at the carpet, and so then it'll kind of pull in the carpet, couch, and my chair all together with the cute pillows. So I'm excited about it. Last is Amazon. I've opened all the boxes except this little box right here. I wanted to open this with you guys because these were so kindly gifted to our classroom from a company called iClever. So iClever sells their headphones. They have their own website, but they also sell them on Amazon. And I am going to open them up and see what they look like. What's fabulous about the company is they have a safe listening program where they offer a teacher discount of 20%. Plus, they have a program where they will send you and your students a free set of headphones. All you have to do is sign up, and I will have all that linked below, but let's take a look at what they look like. First of all, I mean, cute packaging. I'm always a big fan of cute packaging. So here's what they look like. You get 5 headphones. They have wired headphones, which are what they also have wireless ones that have an extended battery life. They have enhanced durability because they know how rough kids are on headphones. Okay, I already love the cord because the cord is what tears the most. It is like one of those braided cords, cloth. And they extend so they will fit well on larger student heads, big kid heads, you know what I'm trying to say. Yeah, these are fabulous, but I like that they turn this way because they're easier to store. So I got blue, a white with like a peach, maybe red, that might be red, a corally color. There's green, pink, and purple. So thank you so much to iClever for sending this to my students. It's going to be awesome because students either don't come with headphones or they bring earbuds, and we know earbuds don't last very long with children. So this will be helpful for students to borrow when they need a set of headphones to listen to their Chromebooks. So again, I'm going to link it below. You can find them on Amazon. There is a 20% off teacher discount. Plus, you can apply to get a set sent free to your classroom. So I'm super excited about these. So check that out in the link below. Thank you, iClever. This is all from Amazon. I purchased 2 things of cardstock. This is a big old white one because I got a lot of white printing to do. Plus, I never have white, and so I thought, let's make sure we have white. So the big one. I bought this thinking I was going to want to use those 2 blue and green on my things, and the more stuff I created, the more I realized a lot of it's going to be white. There's going to be a few things I print on this, but it's not quite the blue I wanted, so I'm debating whether or not to send this back. This is the punchy pastels. I mean, if this was regular paper, I'd keep it because I like to print a lot of things on regular paper, especially things I send home to parents, but I don't know. Okay, stocked up on our little pencil pouches. If you've been here for a while, you know we use these to hold a couple pencils, our glue stick, and then if they have like an eraser or something, this is what they keep with them at their tables. The rest of their supplies, crayons, scissors, bigger, bulkier things, go in their pencil box that they keep in their cubby, things that they don't access every single day. They access this stuff every single day. This keeps those pencil boxes from falling on the floor all the time. Okay, I also bought packing tape, which seems silly that I'm not packing, but the clear tape I use for all sorts of stuff, especially to put like name tags on tables and things like that. But I actually bought a bunch of packing tape at the end of last year to pack up my classroom, but I did not have a dispenser. So I really got it for the dispenser. I thought it was just the dispenser, but it makes sense that it comes with tape. I got some magnets that I'm going to turn into lunch numbers. So I used, it was like I found it at the teacher store that we have here in town, and they were just little magnetic circles with numbers, and they looked nice, but they were really difficult for students to pull off of the board. So they ended up getting destroyed along all the edges because the kids would have to like really like grab at them to pull off. Plus they're way too big, and I don't need my lunch choices to be that big. So I got these magnets. They're going to be hard to see. They're just clear little magnets, but my plan is to put Cricut numbers on these and let these bear lunch choices. So it'll take up a lot less room than those big giant numbers. All right, I also got my rug grippers. These are the best rug grippers if you have tile floors. This is the only thing I have found that keeps the corners of carpets down, because apparently kids just drag their feet. And every carpet I've ever had, the corners just start to curl. Well, these hold them in place. They are, it's sticky because you peel off a little plastic thing to stick it down, and it holds very well. But at the end of the year, when you go to pull it off, you like really have to pull, but it doesn't damage the floor. It doesn't damage your carpet. It pulls right off. There's no sticky residue. Like, these are amazing. So I bought a new set because they can only be used once. These would be great if you have something in your house that you don't need to move often, but I will continue to buy them because they last all year, but as soon as you pull them up, you gotta throw them away. Okay, this giant box made me laugh because all that's in here is that. But they're refillable, the command strips. I took down so many command hooks in my classroom that I knew I needed the little refills because command hooks are expensive. So I just wanted the refill, so I bought that. I bought these folders that I'm trying this year to see how they go. So I have always bought Nikki folders for my students, and I would buy like 100 at once, and they would last me about 4 years. This past year was the last year I used them. My school has been buying us Nikki folders for the past couple of years. I decided, because I went to purchase them and I honestly just didn't want to spend, it's like $100. It's more than 100 because they're like $1.25 each folder. Anyway, I decided I'm going to use the folders the school provides us, because they are the Nikki folders, as their classwork folders. And I thought, well, they only touch their take-home folders once a week, so they don't have to be Nikki folders. So I went on to see if I could find something that's a little bit heftier than just plastic folders. So I found these. They had pretty good reviews, so I'm just gonna pull one out to kind of give it a good once over. Okay, so they feel very much like normal plastic folders you can find in the store, but what I really love about it is it has this pocket still. So it's like, I don't know if you've ever tried to stick a label on a plastic folder, they don't stick. But then I could just slide our Thursday folder thing in there. Some kids will tear this just because I've seen kids tear plastic folders. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see if it's a repeat purchase next summer or if it's a one and done and I go back to my Nikki folders. Okay, so that's the first box. The second box has laminating sheets, but the kicker is these are matte. So I don't know if it was Instagram or TikTok that I saw this summer, somebody posted about matte laminating sheets to use for things so you don't have a glare. Now I have the clear coat matte spray stuff, paint, it's not paint, but clear coat that I've used, but this is really just to save me a step because one, it's so hot I don't want to go outside and spray. Two, I don't want that to be my worry during I'm already worried that this classroom setup is going to be a little stressful because we're not exactly sure when we're getting in. So I'm going to try this out, let y'all know. I will be using this in my classroom prep video next week, so I'll let you know how that turns out. The next thing I got were the little hanging folders they're just Amazon, for my cursive letters. I wanted black, but black was more expensive, so I thought, let's just go with that. It's hard to see. I'm going to hang a sign up. It's not that. I know I'm toning down the color in my classroom, but it's not that bad. And then, of course, my desk calendar from Decorably, which this was only like $4. So I'm really excited, and I forgot. Yeah, I think it has this like plastic thing that kind of fits over it. I don't want to undo it until I take it in the classroom because I don't want it to get messed up on the way in. But that way you don't spill stuff on it. That's what I got for my classroom. So if you want, I have linked down below my Amazon storefront, which has anything I got from Amazon. I will have that linked for you. But the iClever links are down below. Save 20% if you want to get it for yourself, or if you want to try and apply for the program where they'll send them to you for free. I know they've had a lot of requests, so they're like kind of behind on sending those out. So I don't know if they'll get to you in time for school to start, but it would be a great like couple months down the road surprise. If you want to see my absolute all-time favorite Amazon purchases, check out the video that's on your screen now.